Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is our masterclass on Soul Ascension Egypt. What have I got for you? A lot. So first of all, I want to just greet you with sound. Now, in the pyramids, in the Great Pyramid, there is an echo, the chamber, to speak there, to stand there. It's all bare. There's just a sarcophagus, I can't pronounce it. There's just a cement thing like a coffin there. The walls are bare. And the vibration of sound is very, very, very powerful. Sound resonates, sound heals, sound anoints. Like your voice, when you speak, your voice say words. Your words can be spells. So I greet you with the vibration of Egypt and the most powerful symbol, the Ankh, for everlasting life, for success and for healing. So though this is a master class, it is also a lot of a healing of vibration. I will be holding sacred space for all of you as I share the excitement here. I'm so excited. So may I welcome all of you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I really am pleased. So I'm wearing the symbols of Egypt, the eye, Isis, and the eye. This is symbolic for all of you. So giving you and holding the energy of power, holding the energy of sound, holding the energy of the crystalline frequency. Soul Ascension Egypt 2025 is about the 11 pillars of light, which you will receive in the Great Pyramid, the King's Chamber. That is the only time I will be able to transmit that in the portal, and it's already there waiting. Welcome to the mystery of Egypt, unlocking the codes of Soul Ascension. We have one sentence with Soul Ascension, not a single speck of dirt. Why? Because we believe that to raise the vibration, we want to keep our thoughts and our words nice and clean. And we work constantly on transforming our negative thoughts. My name is Toks Beverly Coker. I'm a daughter of a Nigerian chief and an English midwife. And it's an honor for me to serve. From a very small child, all I wanted to do was say nice things to people. But I always would speak my mind, and I always got into trouble. So I work with a guide called Hands of Light. And for Egypt, I received the prophet came to me and gave me permission to do Soul Ascension Egypt. I work with Heaven's team, Kuan Yin and all, and I enjoy working with Kuan Yin. As you can see, I am a certified coach, a teacher, I'm an alchemist. I work with portals of light, and I enjoy doing spiritual work. And I'm going to tell you, this is what you'll come into, the 11 dimensions. Those of you who are interested in the 11 dimensions, you can see that we have the pyramids. We can see the gentleman with the key or the lady with the key. We can see the spiraling. And if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, there are 11 ankhs above. And there are 11 ankhs on the left and 11 ankhs on the right. So these are the 11 portals of light. These are the 11 pillars of light. These are the 11 pathways of light. These are the 11 codes of life. You are going to receive all of this in the King's Chamber. Take a look and breathe in. Let's take a moment and just breathe in. So you know straight away by looking at this image that you're in for something magnificent. You're in for a powerful healing experience. This is what you will receive at the King's Chamber. The 11 portals of light, the 11 pillars of light, the 11 pathways of light, and the 11 codes of light. We will be working on the 11th dimension. So let's call that in. Let's call in you in Egypt. Let's call in the power of you. Let's call in the vastness of you. You are ready, and we're willing and ready to receive you with open hands. Hold your hands up into heaven and just say, I'm here. I'm with Soul Ascension Egypt. We will have a demo and we're going to have testimonials, and there's a lot of information I want to share. So, first of all, I want to start with an apology. We regret to inform you that attending Soul Ascension Egypt is hazardous to negative thinking. And we have complaints from people who have gone to Soul Ascension Egypt. I'm boring because I started believing in my dreams. How can I believe in my dreams? I miss my ego of I already know this. I want my ego that tells me that I'm brilliant. I miss my procrastination. Gosh, my excuses do not sound convincing to me anymore. I'm just exhausted. I do not blame as much as I used to. I miss sabotaging myself. My therapist says I'm not fun to be around. So may I ask for your apology? We deeply apologize for the inconvenience of achieving your dreams and living your dreams with self-mastery. This is so important. Close your eyes and just imagine living your dreams with self-mastery. Close your eyes and welcome the energy of you achieving your dreams and living your dreams. It's one thing to have a dream. It's one thing to have a dream. It's another thing to want to achieve the dream. It's one thing to know you want something. It's another thing to know that you are going to do it. Are you ready to live your life and live your dream? Keep breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And we continue. So this means that I love you and we love everyone. So in Soul Ascension, one of the things that I realized with the team who turned up and the beings of light that turned up was the energy of love. The group loved each other and still do. They made friends. They communicated. And I wanted to share, this is the picture of my father. He came to me, giving me permission to do this retreat. And so did Queen Taye. She was the ancient, powerful Egyptian queen. She's the royal wife of the Pharaoh Akhenaten III and mother of Pharaoh Akhenaten, who was the grandmother of Tutankhamun. So I was shocked when she came to me and to my father. And then I saw Heaven's Council discussing my retreat and organizing the 11 pillars of light to come down to earth. So the 11 pillars of light are actually going to come down in the Great Pyramid. When I saw this, I was very pleased. Now, this 11 pillars of light are only going to be given and be downloaded in the King's Chamber. My father will be there. The royal wife of Pharaoh will be there. Now, what is interesting about the royal wife of Pharaoh is the heritage of who she is. When I first came to this country, I had a few people call me Queen Taye because they felt that I had her energy. So now I'm wearing African clothes, Nigerian outfit, and I'm celebrating this Soul Ascension Egypt because this trip is a trip that is a soul contract. It is a soul contract for those who choose to come. Only those who are going to receive the 11 pillars of light will receive the 11 pillars of light. This is a download I'm going to give to everyone. It is a permanent download that you will receive. Now, you've been suffering for a while, and you've done many things. Nothing has worked. You have not transformed anything. You're tired, you're overwhelmed, you're feeling lonely. Maybe you're even blocked. Now, why is this? Why is this happening to me, you ask? The reason is it has not shifted is because the blockages cannot be cleared in third dimensional realm. You need a higher realm. What would it be like if you did not take action now? So if your blockages cannot be cleansed in the third dimensional realm, which is this realm, or even the fourth realm, you want a higher realm. In Egypt, we're going to the 11th dimension. You have to come to a unique, special space where so many people have benefits, and the ancients are there to help you. You need a change of environment. That is why you are not making progress. Sometimes we're so stuck. So I ask, what do you need help with? So as you're watching, please write in the comments what you need help with. If there's anything that you feel that you would like to share in the comments. Oh, I need to release this illness. I need to, this is what is troubling me. Just share it if you want. If you don't, that's all right. But it will be good to write it, because don't forget, this is also a healing portal. I have created this space to heal you while you're here. So this is not just a masterclass. You are experiencing the quality of healing you will receive in Egypt. It'll be more intense in Egypt for those of you who know my work and have been to Egypt with me. So, what do you need help with? You want to improve your health? Perhaps you have no self-worth, no self-value. Perhaps you want to improve your life and there's a delay. You're constantly delaying your life. You're constantly denying yourself getting things. Or you want to make money and you're battling lack. You may feel that it's too expensive. It's too this, and you deny yourself the evidence and the reality of wealth because you have limiting beliefs. This puts you in an invisible prison where you feel stuck. So, do you relate to this? Do you feel that you're denying yourself and perhaps you are lying to yourself? You're not allowing yourself to move forward, or even you're not admitting that this is what you want. Perhaps you're blaming others and say it's their fault, it's my mother's fault, it's my daddy's fault, it's everybody's fault. You're not taking responsibility. And shall I tell you, doubt means your faith is in failure. Repeat that to yourself. Faith in failure means you have faith in failure more than you have in success. That's what doubt is. Doubt is faith in failure. Write that down and remember that this is something you may need help with. Perhaps you have lots of fears of going out, fear of mixing with people, fear you won't make it, fear of failure, fear of success. Or you just are constantly saying no and rejecting everything. And in the process, you're living a life of regret and resistance. Let's go swimming. No. Let's do this. No. Let me buy you this bag. No. Let me do no. Every time someone wants to share something to you, you don't even know how to receive or even give. It's no, I can do without you. You're not important. So again, we have negative emotions and negative self-talk. Perhaps you want to release stress and tension because you're constantly on edge. You're complaining and you're ungrateful. Being ungrateful, somebody brings you a cup of coffee, you don't even say thank you. somebody buys you or gifts you little chocolate, you just say, oh, thank you. Oh, is that all you got me? Can you hear the vibration of gratitude? No. The vibration of expectation, the vibration of superiority, the vibration of, oh, this isn't even good for me. How dare you buy me this? And you think, wow, some people really are very selfish. They have no concept of saying thank you. They have no concept of appreciation. And apart from that, some people can't even receive. So if you're one of the people that cannot receive, what can't you receive? You could write in the comments, what are the things you're finding difficult to receive? What are the things you're finding difficult to receive? Sometimes we find it difficult to receive and give ourselves a holiday, buy ourselves new clothes, come to Egypt. So what are you finding difficult to do? What do you want to admit to yourself? You know, I like this. What do you need help with? Always wanting to be right, like a narcissist. Oh, forgive any spelling mistakes. Your ego. And also, you may not even have boundaries. You may suddenly meet somebody and already you're in bed and having intimacy with someone before the right time because you have no boundaries. You're afraid to say no. You always say yes because you don't want to lose favor. You don't want to lose a relationship. You want to be in the group. So you have no boundaries. And you may want to create great relationships with your sister, with your brother. Or perhaps you may need help with always living in the past, automatic memories. You're always living in the past. Oh, in the past, I did this, and when I did this, this happened, and I don't want to, I'm not traveling. Yes, I'm traveling. Oh, I'm not having a boyfriend. Oh, yes, you can see the panic in the decision. There's an opportunity to go out of your comfort zone, but your comfort zone is no. Your comfort zone is not enough. Your comfort zone doesn't allow you to be more magnificent. Your comfort zone, it keeps you where you're comfortable, whether it's in your doubt, whether it's in your fear, whether it's oh, I'm too tired. I'm not going to go out. I don't feel like, oh, I've had a headache. Oh, I'm not well. And then I ask you, are you really not well? Then I call forth Isis into the portal. And here is Isis, the winged goddess, she of many names. So breathe in the energy of Isis and breathe out. And receive healing from the energy vortex of Isis. She knows what your problems are. And she holds it. I try to lift these things. They're so heavy. And I've got a candle lit for those, just in case. There's a beautiful, nice smelling candle here. I hope this is interesting to you. At this point, is there anybody in particular who has a pain? Is there somebody who is in pain? Somebody said they were, what was it? Somebody said, I read somewhere, I can't remember. Ina, did you say you were in pain? What? Could you unmute and tell me what it is?
Yes, my lower back, my hips, and my legs.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to, and can I ask you, what is the pain of all this What is the pain in your body? If is it between 1 and 10? Is it 10 very high and 3 very low? So what is it? We're going to your hips, go into all of that.
About a 7.
It's a 7. And where is the pain?
On the hip bone, the lower back, and the upper thighs. When I go to walk, I walk like a toddler.
Okay.
With 2 canes.
Okay, so let's work on the pain now. So you've got a pain of, did you say 7?
Yes.
Okay. I would like you to breathe in and breathe out. And I'd like you to go into your pain and say hello to the pain.
Hello.
Good.
Hello.
Yes. And ask your pain if it's ready to release.
Are you ready to release? Are you ready to fly away?
And what does it say?
Yes.
Good. Good. Okay. So everybody please be aware. Where is she? I can't. There you are. Okay. Be aware. Just close your eyes. So Ina, I'm going to, is it okay if I download healing to you right now?
Yes.
To help you with how you're feeling at the moment?
Yes.
Good.
Please.
Okay, good. Yeah. Zukia Katsuya. Eta. Transmission. Come together as one. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. How are you feeling, Ina?
Pleasant. I feel calm, comfortable.
And what is the level of pain?
2.
Okay, good. So just relax. We'll continue with our masterclass, and it is an honor to serve you. We shall ring the crystal singing bowls for you. I will hold this again for you to say congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Well done, well done, well done. Thank you for unmuting, and thank you for coming online. It's an honor to serve you. Okay, so you can see the level of healing you will be experiencing with me in Egypt. You can see what I mean when I say I'll be working on the 11th dimension with the prophet. Coming to Egypt is a decision you make because you're ready to be one of the 11 pillars. Are you one of the 11 pillars to be with me and the prophet, the oracle prophet? He is the one transmitting and doing the healing and the teaching through me. He is known as the prophet. I call him the oracle prophet. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. We continue sharing now. Thank you so much. It was an honor to serve you, my little princess. So, what do you need help with? We talked about this. Wanting to be right, boundaries, thinking, living in the past. What do you need help with? Destroying procrastination. You know what to do, but you are not doing it. You know what to do, but you are not doing it. So you know, but you're not taking the action. So there's also, you may have repetitive patterns, that you can't settle, and then you can't sleep. You do the same thing always, no change. This repetitive patterns not serving you, whether it's not buying the right food, whether it's wasting your money. You are doing patterns that create no change for you. You have a sense, a need to belong. So sometimes you're really selling yourself short. You're activating your prostitute energy. So you're selling. You don't feel you belong. So you feel isolated and there's segregation. You want to belong. You're lonely. You feel the concept of abandonment. And then all of a sudden you think, okay, maybe if I sell myself for money, I'm not lonely. If I have this relationship with this person, I'm not lonely. So this is an illusion. And we also have unresolved generational karma. Unresolved generational karma goes deep. So you have your mom and dad, and they have their mom and dad, and their dad. So if you think going 12 generations back, each has a mama, mom and dad, and that means you are here, and there are about 4,000, maybe 12,000 ancestors, generational ancestors, and you, yes, you are carrying the pattern. You are repeating something that your ancestor, the generation, is carrying in you. So you're constantly angry, constantly fighting, wanting to prove that your religion is the best, your philosophy is correct. And when you look down the line, you may find that in reality, your generation have been fighting wars. The fighting spirit is in the karma. It's in the vibration. It's the DNA. I remember I told you that sound was important. And remember I told you that sound carries a vibration of power. So what vibration of power is your sound carrying? What vibration of power are the words that you are saying and speaking to yourself? Are they words of wisdom? Are they words of empowerment? Are you empowering yourself? Are you disempowering yourself? Or are you mixing with people who are toxic and you have a habit of staying with toxic people? You think it's normal. It's normal for you. I'm not going to change. I'm perfect as I am. And you have not enough money to pay your bills. Perfect as you. And you're lonely. And everybody that wants to go out with you, you're quarreling with. Your behavior is confrontational. Who do you think? How dare you touch me? Who do you think I am? Who do you think you are? So the ego, the sense of authority, the sense of importance, when in reality you're small. You're feeling small. You're feeling low. You're feeling undermined. You're feeling devalued because your mother used to laugh at you, because your father found out you were gay, and then he started to beat you to take out the gayness from you. So you've been abused, and you wonder why you're in this position. You have to take responsibility for yourself. Soul Ascension Egypt helps you to do that, because you're going to be in a fabulous environment, and of course you're going to be with me, serving you, healing you, protecting you, guiding you to the right vibration, knowing that only good comes to you, only good comes out of you. Let's continue sharing. Okay, so let's move on. You may not know why you're here, but something has drawn you here. Your soul knows you need guidance, and there is an area of your life where you are lacking, where you are stuck, or where you are blocked. So can I ask you all to just breathe in and breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out, and drink some water if you need to. Okay, let's continue. You need to have something shift for you, but you do not know what needs to shift for you, or how you can make the shift happen. Sometimes shift has to be in a different environment. Shift has to be in a sacred space. Shift has to be when you least expect it. Sometimes we're expecting shift now, shift. I order you to shift. Come on. It took you years. It took years for this to manifest in you. Generations, and now you want it to vanish just because you say it? Do you actually speak nicely to yourself? What are your negative emotions? You want this to shift, but some inside you don't even believe it is going to happen. You don't believe. This is Sekhmet, goddess, one of the goddesses of Egypt. She's for courage and confidence. And we'll go and visit her in Egypt, and she will shift you. We'll go into the temple on our own, and we'll sit with her. Great. Now, breakthroughs happen when? You want a breakthrough. When is this breakthrough going to happen? When a storm comes, there's lightning in a storm. And the lightning activates, the storm is when there's wind or an earthquake. These are breakthroughs. I don't know if that's how you spell throughs. When there's chaos like prejudice. Can you remember Rosa Parks? She was the lady that refused to get off the bus, and she refused to move to the back of the seat. Something happened, and she said, no, I'm not taking this anymore. What are you not taking anymore? No. I'm going to create and make a stand for myself. Now, while Rosa Parks did that, I'm the boss, in the time when blacks and whites were not meant to sit together, she was meant to sit at the back, and she sat where she shouldn't sit, and she refused to move. As a result, that energy of no, I've had enough, I'm breaking this karma, I've had enough of this generational curse, changed the law and the energy in America and in the world. What are you doing that is changing the world? What are you doing that activates you and honors you? What are you doing that wastes your time? What are you doing that doesn't serve you? You're serving other people, but you're not serving yourself? Come on. Haven't you had enough of that? I think you have. So you need to have discomfort. You have to have disagreement, and you have to be uncomfortable. The choice I make today aligns to abundance or scarcity. in my mind. So what choice are you making today? What uncomfortable situation have you found yourself that you feel you have to make a choice? Look at these images. Here, you can see there's conflict. She is stuck. There's a veil. She is encased. This is a prison. She's trying to get out, but she's mirroring herself. There's no difference. You know, this is, where are you mirroring your behavior? It's not creating a breakthrough for you. You're just stuck in that beautiful circle of light, this hole, this dimension of, when am I getting out of here? Why do I disagree with all these people? Why do I suffer discomfort? So, is your story written for you, or are you writing your story? Are you writing your story of truth? You write your story. Don't let someone else write your story. You are ready to uninstall your old story, your old behavior, your old patterns, your old actions, your old beliefs. Are you ready? Are you ready? I say yes. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, yes. So, are you ready? Write yes in the comments if you are. Yes, I'm ready. Because this means that you have to unlearn what you already know. You have to learn what you need to learn. You have to relearn what you think you know. And you have to start creating a new story. So when you transcend, so transcend means repeated beingness. When your trance ends, your future begins. So are you in a trance in your life? Are you in a trance in your life that you feel this can't work? Or you feel that you're in a trance, you can't move out? Like that picture of the lady in the circle. Are you in a trance? When you decide that it is time to end the trance, you transcend. The trance ends and your future begins. Don't you just love that? My future begins. My future begins. Your future begins. You can let your future begin with an awakening. What belief about myself is holding me back? What belief about myself is pushing me forward? Think about that. What is holding me back? What is pushing me forward? And then who am I? Am I who I learned to be? So are you who you learned to be because somebody taught you and told you how to be? Are you ready to meet the real you, the alchemical resurrection of your true self? So I recommit to myself. Soul Ascension Egypt is about recommitting to yourself. Are you ready to meet the real you? Who am I? Who are you? Am I who I learned to be? Am I being myself because of what people expect from me? As you can see, I wear fluffs. As you can see in that picture, I dress up. I'm a bit odd, and somebody said, I'm camp. You know, I wanted to fit in. I worked at Citibank, so I would wear the suit, and I'm like, chuck, 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 chuck. Yes, sir, done. They give me an exercise, I go, I said, oh, done. They give me the exercise, we go, done. And I look at my boss, and she'd say something, and I go, done. I haven't done it, but I just look at her and say, done. Then she'd give me a list of 10 things, and I go, done. Deadline, what date? Done. I leave her office, turn, continue, go to my desk. I make sure I finish a day or two because I needed to be loved and approved, and I needed to be exceptional. I was a temp. I temped Citibank, BT, I temped everywhere. Then I was brilliant at it. I loved it. I temped and I was like a gypsy. I went from one office to the other and I was healing. I didn't know that I was healing. But all the people there would be looking and say, oh gosh, it's so nice to have you here, Beverly. Oh, Beverly, we like, can you come? They offered me permanent jobs in law, in banking, in accounting, you know. Sometimes I wish I'd taken the permanent job in the law firm. But, you know, it wasn't meant to be. I guess I needed to be a gypsy as a temp, moving from company to company, healing lives, and just being there for them, you know. And then it was time for me to go and do my business and to flourish. I had to make a decision. Are you ready to make a decision about your life? What's the new story you're going to tell about yourself? I believe in you. Are you ready to believe in yourself? Let's all breathe in and breathe out. I want you all to think of one dream outcome you want for going to Soul Ascension Egypt. And you can accomplish this one dream. Number one, you're in a different environment. There's a drastic change. Can you see? Look at this beautiful building. It is sacred. Imagine being there. You want to accomplish, when you are in an environment like this sacred, holy place, full of ancient history and tradition, and you want to change an aspect. You want sacred insight. You want your intuition to work. You go to a different environment. You change your space. You go into a different space that's sacred. That's different. The people are different. The environment is different. So you go from the hotel, then you go into the pyramids, then you go into the temples, and you're in the boat and you're sailing on the Nile. Come on. It's fabulous. So you can go to Dendera. You can see that's one of our lovely legions of light dancing in the temple. You can be in Abu Simbel, which is the sunlight comes in. It's carved from one stone. It pinpoints precision. It's carved from a small hand. So they used a small hand copper chisel. And it was later moved when the Nile was flooded and they had to move the original site of all the sacred spot to make it higher, because the Egyptian government and other governments decided to flood. So they had a big project of moving all of this. Of course, some of the original temples were lost and they're under the River Nile. So we can see that this is the crocodile god, Komombo temple, and the god is Sebek. So can you imagine being here and wanting to change your life? This is history. This is power. This is portal. Look at all these portals of light. Look at these pillars of light right before you. You can talk about them. But to be there in person is magical. And then, of course, you're going to have divine healing from me. You're going to have protection from me and my light team. And you've already seen my light team. I've told you I work with Heaven's team, Kuan Yin, light, love, God, Buddha, the divine, ascended masters, creator of all that is. I work with many other beings of light, known and unknown, seen and unseen. I work with the legions of light, with the Soul Ascension team. So I work with many beings of light. So when you come to Egypt or you come to anything to do with me, you know that this is the 11th dimension healing. This is powerful. This is real. We can see. Do you know what I like about this picture? The young man holding a key. I tried to find a woman, but I couldn't find a woman. But we all have masculine and feminine in us, and that's the masculine side going, yeah, I'm holding the key to my life. I'm holding the key. I am going to live my dream. I am going to live my dream. And of course, this is my guide, Hands of Light, who came to me in the 1980s and was drawn by Carol Polge. Rest her soul. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Thank you, Carol Polge. I went to her. She's a psychic artist, the College of Psychic Studies. And she said, I see a Native American with light pouring out of his hands. I said, really? And I said, well, I don't see. That's why I kept seeing this ragged man. I kept seeing this ragged man in my flat. I thought it was a poor person, but it was actually hands of light. Indians wear things like rags, don't they? And of course, me being an African, I thought he was a poor beggar. And she said, he's got light coming out of his hands, and his name is Hands of Light. And we both said it, Hands of Light, together. So that's how Hands of Light came. Well, actually, he came to me when I was looking after people who'd gone over. They died. So they were coming to my flat, and I was moving them along to the light, and I was tired. I was so tired. And I went to sleep, and there was this ragged being by my bed. I said, go, leave me alone. I'm tired. I just looked at and I just went to bed, and I just slept. Guess what I did? When I woke up, he was still there. He hadn't moved. I said, what you doing here? I have to go to work. Can you imagine? I'm shouting at Hands of Light. I'm shouting at Ascended Master. I'm shouting at a being that's come to me, that's been gifted to me. I didn't ask, but it just came, just like the prophet. I didn't ask for the prophet. My soul ascension, it was gifted to me because I had elevated myself. Soul Ascension Egypt is all about elevation. Ahu, are you ready to elevate your life? I like to think that you are. You are here because you want to. So the third dream, one dream, you can accomplish one dream. So you want to reconnect. You have a deep soul connection. You have memories, your past life. You resonate with Egypt. You resonate with a sacred space. You also receive deep spiritual support. Look at that beautiful being. This image was created for me, and I also have the image of it flying. It's on my website. If you go on my website, you will see the image of her flying, and it's a beautiful image. So when you want to accomplish your dream, you're reconnecting. There's a deep soul connection to Egypt, but there's a deep soul connection to your dream, your past lives. Something in you, there's another version of you that is successful, and you can feel it, and you want to activate your dream in a sacred space. You can reconnect to your past life, to the memories, to your soul connection, because this is you getting deep soul connection and deep spiritual support. Doesn't that sound fabulous? So you can accomplish one dream, and it says, I like this part. Do you like the picture of me floating? I like the picture of me floating. Okay, change happens in 2 weeks. Okay, you've been trying to create change for 30 years, 40 years, 20 years. You're going to be away with me for roughly 2 weeks. It's going to feel like a holiday because everything is organized for you. You just have to turn up. This is all you have to do. You have to turn up. That's all. Everything's organized for you. You'll be able to concentrate the next 2 weeks. Concentrate on yourself. No cooking. You have all the food done and prepared for you. All the flights, all the tipping, all the internal flights, all the food, all the hotels. That's all. You're paying for all of that. Of course, you have to pay for your flight there and back. So you could accomplish your one dream. Every person receives something special for themselves that they do not even know they need. Everyone finds what they are missing in life. Wow, that is a very strong statement to make. I can say this with confidence. Every person finds what they are missing in life. Every person receives something special for themselves that they do not even know they need. So I'm going to now share some testimonials. You are one decision away from a totally different life. The future I want. Create the future I want. You are one decision away from a totally different life. I love that. You are one decision away from a totally different life.
Going to Egypt with Toks Beverly Coker was amazing. We had the best time there, you know. We had the spiritual development and the healing at the same time. The feeling that we left with was just outstanding. It was so lovely that we felt so reunited, healed, and extraordinarily beautiful when we were there. All the temples we visited were so magical, and the meditations we did there were really, really magnificent and miraculous. Before I go to Egypt and after I came from Egypt was real big change in my life. I became a better person, I became a better entrepreneur, I became a better businesswoman, I became a better mother, better wife, and a better person in many ways. So I'm looking forward to go there again and experience the 11 pillars and receive all my light codes and really shift into a better, magical, high frequency reality. So going to Egypt with Toks, Master Toks, is a different kind of experience. It is a once in a lifetime, life-changing, miraculous, transformative experience. And being in the light of Egypt is also very, very magical. The energy of Egypt, when you go there, you feel like your energy is shifted, your light codes are active, and you are like in a higher dimension. So the feeling in Egypt is amazing. Nowhere you can find that feeling except from Egypt, I believe. So that is very, very special. Thank you so much for all my healing and all the greatness that has happened before, during, and after going to Egypt. So I'm sending my greatest gratitude and respect and love to my dear teacher, Toks Beverly Coker, for holding the energy so pure, so amazing, so wonderful. Thank you so much and see you this year again in Egypt. Bye-bye.
You know, when you come to Egypt, I have gifts for each person, and this is one of the gifts. Can you see it's sacred symbols? I'll be gifting that to those who turn up in the pyramid. So a lot of things, we'll have a welcome on the first day. We go into the church, and later we go into the king's chamber. It'll be just our group. I'm looking forward to it because there's a lot that we will be doing. We'll be bringing down all the 11 pillars of light, and they will be in each person who turns up. So you're going to have all the 11 pillars of light. It's a transmission, and it is a permanent transmission, so you will have it for life. It's from the prophet. Let's continue. How did you find that? Did you like that testimonial? Did it not just capture what we've been talking about? It's easy for me to say, but when somebody says it, it's sort of different, isn't it? You can see that's Marvin and I having fun. We took our shoes off and we're just laughing. It was so much laughter, so much laughter, so much joy, so much pleasure, you know. And of course, we're going to just pause here. Let's just enjoy the vibration of this picture. What if you could get a transformation that would change your life for the better? Would you want it? What if in 2 months' time you could have a solution to your challenge or to your problem? Would you want this? What if you could find your ideal soul partner? Would that be meaningful to you? What if you could heal your mind, body and spirit and be able to walk, move, eat, exercise and breathe and find a reason to live? Would you be happier? What if you could get the promotion? Would you be excited? What if your intimacy improved? Would you be pleased? What if you could solve issues with people who you are having conflict with? What if you could find peace in your heart after so much chaos? What if your intimacy improved? Would you be pleased? What if you could take a trip to Egypt and come back clearer, cleaner, expansive, being the best version of yourself? Would you be living a new dream? What if you take the trip to Egypt with Toks and you can tackle anything with confidence and courage? Would you be renewed? Yes.
2 years ago, we went to Egypt with Toks cooker, and it was an absolutely transformational experience. I was at a space in my life where I needed some new direction, and this really helped me to clear a lot of my negative karma and help me move forward with my family relationships. And 2 years later, I'm in a very different place. I'm thriving in my career, in my own business, started investing, and I'm doing so well with my personal relationships and how to move forward with my own life. There's so much we can accomplish in such a short amount of time. So for me, it was absolutely worth it, and I can only recommend you joining Soul Ascension Egypt 2025.
Imagine if you can elevate yourself in your career, getting promotions. Imagine if you can find your new soulmate, or find peace in your heart again. Imagine you can resolve issues with people that you are having conflict with. So all these things and much more, depending on what it is that your soul wants to yearn. I would say going to Egypt is very profound in the fact that our evolution can really change from the 2 weeks that you are there. Yes, so imagine you can evolve maybe 10 years, 20 years further of what you can achieve in under 1 or 2 years. And this is exactly what's happened to me. After Egypt, I have so many awards, achievements, and now I even have my own quantum tech healing center. And this was something I really manifested in Egypt, to actually have this quantum tech healing center. And I don't just mean have and working in it. I mean, I needed, other than my technology Rasha machine, I needed my hotel. Yes, I didn't have any money at that point, about 2-3 years ago. And I didn't know where the money was going to come from. It was over £1 million. I had no idea. I only know that this was something in my vision, and I knew it was going to happen. I don't know how. So when I went to Soul Ascension in Egypt, this is what I really was blessed with and pray for, manifest, is to find the money, find the resources, whatever it is I need to acquire this hotel, this boutique hotel, exactly what I need in terms of location and everything else. And then once I have that, then I'm able to put my healing center inside. Now, amongst this place, there are also segments like hair, beauty, rooms, ensuite rooms, and retreats that we do here. So what is it that you want to manifest? Because this has happened. And I don't think it ever could have happened just alone, being logical. Because the logic will really outweigh the emotional and the manifestation and the spiritual work. Without spirituality, without the works, this wouldn't have happened. So I want to thank you, Master Toks Coker.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, we're going to now go into the part where we talk about money. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about money and the discounts and what the offers are. So we're going to start first with Soul Ascension Egypt. Take me to Egypt energetically. So this is those who are not going to Egypt. We'll talk about this first. So I'll be sending Egypt for those who cannot come to Egypt, but they want me to send healing. So I will hold you in the healing portal. So once the healing starts when you complete the payment, and it's one person per request. So action 1, pay. Once payment is made, you will receive an email. Reply to the email with your healing request. This could be health, relationship, money, career, etc. Number 3, action 3, receive distant remote healing when sleeping or resting. Action 4, attend 2 bonus bonus calls. So that means that you receive healing, and after the healing, when we come back out, there'll be 2 Zoom bonus calls. Now, the first would be, so the second day we have an 11-11 meditation, which is a closing ceremony, and this is worth £70, right? So in this on the 11th day, on the 29th of September, you will receive meditation, working with the 11-11 meditation. This will be at a price of £70. And you will see that the first day, the 20th, there are 2 days after we leave Egypt, we'll welcome the new energy that we've brought home. So after Egypt, you're going to have 2 events. The first day is the 20th, and the second is the 29th. The first day has £890 worth of gifting, and the second day has £70 of gifting. So that means for 2 days, you're going to receive £960 worth of of gifts, and you're only going to pay £350. So for £350, anyone who wants to have a healing request will receive healing. And you can see when we go back that you receive a new moon meditation with crystals, cards, sound healing, which you've already heard, and that's worth £70. You will receive a live group soul activation, which is worth £500. You will receive a 15-minute private WhatsApp conversation with Toks, which is worth £170. You receive an individual channeled special message from Egypt worth £150. There'll be feedback from participants who received the distant healing from Egypt. There'll be feedback from participants who were physically in Egypt. There'll be time for question and answers. A recording will be sent. On that first day, that activity is £890. That's the actual cost. On the second day, on the 29th, which is 11-11, we'll be anchoring the 11 pillars. So we'll be doing an 11-11 meditation, which is worth £70. We'll receive feedback from participants who received distant healing from Egypt. We'll receive feedback from participants who were physically in Egypt. One word to sum up your experience. There will be time for questions and answers. A recording will be sent. So you can see for this price of £350, what you get is fantastic. That is Soul Ascension gifting. Take me to Egypt energetically. How does that feel? Does that feel fabulous? So some of you may know people that you want to send healing for. This is an opportunity for you to book this for them. So that is one person per healing. So if you want for your mother, one person, your father, your brother, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, if you want for yourself, you can buy for yourself. Even if you're going to Egypt and you want that extra boost, then do so. So that is the special offer that we have for distant healing. Don't you just love this? Let's breathe in. Let's take a moment and just breathe in. Just look at this beautiful. These are the, can you see, these are the legions of light. These are the pillars of light. These are the codes of light waiting for you in Egypt. They only come down in Egypt. I asked the prophet if I could bring them down, and he said no. If you know the prophet, you know he's very strict. So no, only those who are in Egypt and come to Egypt will receive the 11 portals of light. It is a permanent treasure. It will stay with you for life. I have authority to do this. Don't you look at this picture? Breathe in and breathe out. 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 Okay, so we have Soul Ascension Egypt. There's the website link. I think some of you already have it. Okay, so here I did a price. Everything in Egypt is roughly 4,000. Let's say for one person, 4,000. You're going to receive teaching from me for 15 days. That's 6,000 pounds worth of teaching. You're going to have my energetics, which is 5,500. But actually, I put it at 10,000. But I thought, ooh. Then 11 pillars of light is 27,500. That is 2,500 per pillar. You will receive 11 pillars of light in the chamber worth 27,500. The training is 12,000. That is, by training, I mean all the training I've received, especially for Egypt, is actually more than that. It's like 50, almost 100,000 pounds if I think of the amount of money I've spent on my training over the years. And then of course we add the Zoom call, the integration closing ceremony of 968. So the total value of this 15 days with me, taking my teachings, my energetics, the download of the 11 pillars, a permanent treasure, and all of that is 55,960 pounds. So you can see this is the total value of this course. This is, I'm bringing all my years, all my teachings, all my treasures, everything. And it is a price of 7,500 to you. And today, the first 3 people, I will give it to you for 6,500 for the first 3 people. And of course, this is the link for that amount if people want to pay that. And if you want to have a conversation with me to talk about anything, feel free to call me and let me know. I have on my website my Calendly, where you can see the dates I can do meetings, so you could always go there. It would be great if you could all be there with me in Egypt. And then I wanted to end with this visual of Isis and the flower of life and the ankh, you know, and then say, unlocking the codes of soul ascension. Congratulations, mystery of Egypt. Aho, aho. Congratulations for being here. How have you found this? Do you have any questions? So thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Now, how are you feeling? Okay, you're feeling good. Great. And how is your pain?
I don't feel it at all.
Good. Wow. I rest my case. It was a 7, now you don't feel it. So that is proof. You've seen that proof of power and the quality of healing and service I will be offering in Egypt. Okay, then I'm going to say goodbye.